Hey there, Ninth Age fans. This is Hoyle's Matt, and I've got another battle report for you here today. This is Game 4 of Buckeye Battles 2016 in Delaware, Ohio. I'm 3-0 going into this game, first game on day 2, and I'm playing a Vampire Counts army, or Vampire Covenant, sorry. And this guy is a really good player. I think he said he was like captain of the ETC or something, so he's, I already knew looking at his army and based on what he was telling me that it was going to be a tough game. Some of his stuff I wasn't sure how I was going to deal with, but let's get right into it, and I will go over the scenario for Game 4. It's called Bloody Woody Haze, just regular classic deployment. There's an extra forest in the middle of it. If you're in the forest, you gain Frenzy, but it's Irresistible Frenzy, which means that if you're in the forest, you must declare a charge versus the nearest enemy in sight, and that's in charge range. You don't have a choice, you just have to do it. If you have a scoring unit partially in the woods at the end of the game, you get 250 victory points. If you have one entirely, you get 400 victory points. You get +2 for controlling the woods at the end of the game. And you get +1, and that's battle points, +2 battle points. You get +1 battle points for each of the charges you connect out of the woods that are irresistible. So, yeah. We will start by, here's a picture of the overall board. This is deployment, and I think after Scouts and Vanguard, so you can see I've moved up a little bit with my flyers over here. Starting over here on his left, he has 5 Winged Reapers with halberds. This is the one unit in his army I was like, I have no idea what the fuck I'm going to do about these guys. They're 4 attacks, 4 wounds, strength and toughness 5. I think they have like a 4 or 5 up armor save. They're also good. They're like initiative 5, weapon skill 5, I think. I mean, these guys are brutal. I was just like, I have no unit in my army that can fight you. If I charged you with Munch on the Stegodon, I mean, I would kill 1, 2, maybe, and then the rest of them would just kill me. So, I mean, next to them he has a unit of zombies, and unfortunately I didn't get his list, so I'm going to be spitballing some of the stuff. I know he has a Dispel Scroll. He's got 2 guys in there, both of them I think are Necromancy. He's got 5 dogs, 2 Great Bats, 5 dogs, a bunch of, I think these guys are Hand Weapon Shield, Barrow Guard with the banner of the Barrow, so +1 to hit, and in the front there is his Vampire Lord, who is, I don't know his exact kit. I know he has the Potion of Strength, so it'll be Strength 7 one round, and I know he has the Vampiric Power that every attack he does, he gets an extra, he wounds, he gets an extra attack. So yeah, that's pretty tough. Then he has a horde of ghouls with the ethereal hero guy in there, and he has the Beastbane Halberd. I remember that. He's got 2 more Great Bats in the back, a big unit of Spirit Hosts, 5 of them, and then he has another block of 20 zombies over there. So on the right, I have this unit of my Skink Skyriders. I have a Razordon and my Stygiasaur. Pretty much everything as you see it here, just lined up together. And then I get to go first. So as you can see, I just kind of move up over here. I'm trying to reposition. I kind of got my blocks too close to each other, and I wasn't real thrilled with it. Skink Skyriders over there on the right, he has a cool little laser pointer that shows vision. Gotta say, he was by far the most on-point person I've ever seen with keeping, when you reform, keeping people's centers together, and using the laser pointer to see line vision and stuff. It was good, but yeah, they're out of the side there, so I'm thinking of maybe put them in the zombies, take care of them, and then I'm in his rear. In my magic phase, I get off Lightning Storm, and he lets it go because I cast it irresistibly. He doesn't want to use his Dispel Scroll on that. Also, if you look at his wizard in the front here, he's like a goblin wizard on an undead squig, or whatever they're called now, which is just awesome. I think that's such a cool model, great conversion job. But anyway, so yeah, I started on the right-hand side. It bounces all the way down. It kills 1 unit of his dogs, 1 unit of his Great Bats, and takes the other one down to 1 dog. So I was very happy with how that turned out. But then we go to my unit, and I just explode, basically. I think I don't know what I rolled. Didn't suck me into the warp. I don't think I lost any wizard levels, but I definitely decimated my unit. So in his turn, which I don't, this is, after that I didn't take very. I'm gonna be honest, like this battle, I just took really awful pictures because I was doing so well. I was so into it. Like that, the game ended up being so close at the end that I just did a really poor job with pictures. But all he really did in his phase, on the very right, his zombies tried to charge my Skink Skyriders and failed. On the left, he put his Winged Reapers into my Skinks, and they fled, both of them. He managed to redirect, so one of them might have fled off the board. The other one have rallied back behind that field there. He also grew some dogs and moved them up, so in my turn, top of 2, I charge my Razor Dawn into them. I'm hoping that you can see he moved his guys into like more of a bus formation back there, but I'm hoping I can hit them, overrun, get in there and start chewing on some zombies and hopefully get to his wizard characters because they're not very fighty. Over on the right, I charge my Skink Skyriders into the zombies, so that should work out pretty well for me. And then I don't really know what to do about Ethereal, guys. The only person who has a magic weapon in my army is my BSB with the Spear of the Stampede, and he's on the wrong damn side of the table. So I just put my Taurosaur, or my Stygiosaur, and my Razor Dawn into them, and I'm hoping maybe he'll roll some 1s. So I'm about to get taught a lesson in the brutality of Ethereals. So this is after combat. You can see there's just a couple zombies left back there. So we did really well. And then, man, he just rolled like dog shit for his saves for these Spirit Hosts. I mean, there's one left. He's got both of us in combat, so that sucks. But, yeah, 5 1s, I think, from some of the saves he did there. So that crumbles them really quickly, which I'm happy with. But I think he may count down. I don't know. But this thing didn't have very many wounds left. This is, I overrun into the unit here, which is... Can't get to his characters yet because he's only 2 wide, but, start munching some zombies. I'll probably never be able to do enough, though, because he can, one Invocate's going to bring back so many freaking zombies, it's not going to matter. So we go to the bottom of 2, and he countercharges here. So that Razor Dawn is a monstrous beast, and he has the Beastbane Halberd, so that guy can kiss his ass goodbye. So this is after combat. Now, one thing you have to think about is that I don't think I did much, if anything, in combat. But he doesn't get the bonuses for ranks and a banner if he has it in the ghouls. I don't know if you can take one with him. He doesn't get that bonus because they're no longer engaged in combat when the combat ended. So I managed to stick, which if that one Spirit Host would have ran down my Stygiosaur, I've been really mad. I managed to stick, and we just reform a little bit. So on my turn, the Skyriders had killed the zombies up in the top right there, so I could just reform, which is, it would have been worse for me, I think, if I had plowed through them the first turn, because I would have had to overrun. I think I would have gone off the board, so this is good for me. So these guys are marked. I charge them in the front, and looking back on it, I guess I should have put the Bastille on them, but he's a monster, and this guy has the double wounds Beastbane Halberd, so that's not going to be great. Over on the right, I move some Skinks up to shoot at his wing. I like shooting. I'm shooting at the Winged Reapers the entire game. I can't do shit to him. Brian, the Skink Priest, walks up in front of these guys, so it doesn't look like he's redirecting here, but he really is, because how long that bus is. When he tries to wheel past me, if he touches me, I can't close the door because I'm already in combat, and if he closes the door by wheeling that bus back towards my lines, he will hit Brian, and he won't be able to complete it, so I'm okay with that. I can't really move up here, because the Winged Reapers, I think they're fly 6, but, I just got to keep my BSB as a counter-charge threat, because it's the only thing I have that can even remotely stand up to them temporarily, I guess. Maybe if I got a combo charge with one of these units in him, might be great, but he's not going to give me that easy charge. He's a very methodical player. I think he gave me one flank charge at one point of the game, and then immediately saw it and was like, no, can't do that. And I was like, damn, I got really excited with a bad poker face. I'll show the other combat resolution in a second, but on his turn, he just flanks these guys into my Razor Dawn, because I think he was getting... There's still quite a few zombies there. He's getting worried, though. He just wanted to get them out of the way. He also charges Brian, the Skink Priest, here, and on the right, you can see the combat resolution for this, since I forgot to take a picture. He's regrown a couple wounds on that damn Spirit Host over there, so I can't kill him. He snuck 1 wound through on the Thyroscutus, and he's at half health now. And I played this wrong for a while. I thought he was 5 wounds. The damn thing's only 4 wounds, so I guess he's only 145 points. It's probably a good deal, but yeah, we're whittling down these guys. He easily kills the Razordon and just reforms to face me. After combat, I've got a couple guys left. One guy full health, one with a wound, and he's got 2 ghouls and the ethereal guy who I can't hurt. Oh, so I should say in his magic phase, I think I needed like an 8 or a 9 to get my general, or my BSB, Munch into his general's unit. And I could countercharge, obviously. And he put Raise the Dead through, and I don't know if I just brain farted and didn't try to stop it, or I couldn't stop it, but he raises a unit of zombies right in my freaking way. So now I can't charge here, and I've got to spend a turn getting rid of these guys. Very, very frustrating. We go to my turn, and I use my general's unit to charge these guys in the rear. I'm not going to do much to them in wounds-wise, but that's a charge, a rear, and a banner, so that's 4 more combat resolution. I'm hoping I can kill these last 2 ghouls, and I can just pop his Karn Wraith guy through combat resolution. I also charge these guys in the flank, the zombies, so I can just get rid of them. And so this is where I got really bad at picture taking, so you're going to have to use your imagination as I describe this. Blunder number 1 on my part. I meant to move those damn camo skinks on. I mean, they got a march check, but they're a 6 cold-blooded rerollable, so chances are they pass it. And then they had just enough movement to get in front of his general's unit and stop him from charging me. And I didn't think to do it until I think, I want to say magic or shooting. And my opponent, which is, I was pissed off at the time, and, not rightfully so. We hadn't had any rules discrepancy arguments, but he was like, how about this, 1, 2, 3, they can do it, 4, 5, 6, whatever. But basically he rolled, and I couldn't do it. So that's a huge game-changing move there. Really stupid mistake on my part. So the part that I don't show in the game that's actually a pretty big deal here is that number 1 on his turn, he is going to charge me in the front, that unit on the right. So that's going to happen. If I flee, I'll probably go off the board, so I got to stick. Number 2 is that he puts his Winged Reapers in front of his zombie unit there. And then in the magic phase, he gets a magic missile off and kills my last remaining Skink Skyrider, who's in the middle near the forest. Now, what I didn't see again, this is just him outplaying me. This is nothing kooky. This is him outplaying me. What I didn't see was that when he kills the Skyrider, who can't charge because of the way he's facing, now my general's unit can see his Winged Reapers, and I must charge because I'm in the forest. So we charge out and complete the charge on his turn, and his unit butchers me. Yeah, so after they butcher me, he charges here, and on his turn, and I flee with the Stygiosaur because I don't want no part of that, so I run away. Over here, sorry for the blurry picture, but he, I think I had a chance to stick. Wasn't steadfast. I needed like a 4 rerollable with cold-blooded. It could happen, but it didn't. I fled. And as you can see, though, I've turned both of my units to face him. So after he blows through, so then it's going to be his turn. He is most likely going to just turn to face me because he can't get away from me. And here is the combo charge. So this is after combat. I mean, I think he declared a challenge with his champion, and my champion accepted. And so my impact hits just tore through the unit. He allocated all of his vampire's attacks onto my BSB, and he did 4 wounds to me. He popped the potion of strength, so he's hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, and then every wound he does generates another wound. So I felt pretty fortunate only to take 4 wounds. I mean, he's hitting on 3s, but he doesn't have any kind of reroll for hits. So, I mean, could have been a lot worse. You can see his Barrow Guard didn't really do crap to my Skinks, because, I mean, he's hitting me on 3s, wounding me on 2s, and I can save on 6s, so you think he would have done more to me. He only got 3 kills, and Skinks did okay. The Canyons went to town on the Barrow Guard and did, 4 or 5 wounds, so I was pretty happy with that. And then this is the end of the game. So this was one of the closest games I've had in a long time. We're pretty close in points, and then he puts all of his general's attacks on me. I've got 2 wounds left. He's only strength 5 now. He hits me 3 times. I think he wounds with 2 of them. So my 3-up armor save goes to a 5-up armor save. I just got to make one of these for my BSB to live. And I don't make either of them and I die. So I kill the rest of his Barrow Guard. And we count up the combat resolution. He killed a couple more of my guys. He did a couple wounds on my BSB. We end up counting it up. And I beat him by 2. So his Vampire Lord takes 2 wounds from crumbling and lives, and this is the bottom of 6. And that's the end of the game. So that sucked. I mean, that sucked hard. If he hadn't killed, if I'd made one of those armor saves, I have a 400 point unit plus 100 for the BSB that lives, and his guy's like over 400 plus 100, so that's a 1,000 point swing back in my favor. I mean, that's just a crazy, for a couple of dice rolls, that's a crazy thing. Or if we'd gone one more combat, I mean, he's going to kill a bunch of guys, but I bet my Caymans can do a wound to him, a last wound to him, or you know, maybe he won't. If he loses by 1, I'm up static 4. If he loses by 1, you know, we kill him. So, oh man, it's just a heartbreaking game. Super competitive, super fun. Sorry I didn't do the best with pictures this game. I was so into it, as you can tell. So I think it ends up being a 14-8 in his favor. I completed 1 charge out of the woods with my dumbass general, so it becomes a 14-9. And I think I'm like probably 10th, 11th, 12th, somewhere in there going into the last game. So still not a horrible position. You know, I made some stupid mistakes that cost me. A lot of fun, though. If you have any suggestions on how the videos could be better that we haven't gone over in the last few videos, please feel free to tell me those. Like, subscribe, comment. I really enjoy the interaction with the viewers. It's, you know, pretty much the whole reason I do this. So I hope you enjoyed the battle report, and I will be getting the last game up soon, where I face a very tough Warriors of the Dark Gods army that is painted fantastically. So hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one.